Here we are, Kensington and Lehigh Ave. We're going for a scoop. And today, I don't know what's going on down here, but it's getting worse and worse under the bridge. Cue the chicken music. I see you. Yeah, I think those chickens are actually owned by somebody who lives next door to that lot. So, about 2 years ago, there was I don't know, not a litter of chickens, but there was all these abandoned chickens. There were these stray chickens. And they were all over the neighborhood in like these lots. And I would come down here every few days just to feed the chickens. Fire. That's one way of doing it. I have a friend with an e-bike and he'll pull you. Yeah, we have somebody passed. Somebody is passed out down there. This is right across the street from a school. So you have kids walking home from school, and there's a guy over there passed out. Looks like they're bringing them back. They're applying oxygen right now. This is an L stop. This is the only way to get on the train, is you have to go through that entrance. And this is around, school's about to let out. And I always say the big issue with Kensington that nobody ever talks about are the children who are traumatized seeing people overdose and die every day. It's sad. I'll tell you what's sad. The sad part is the only person you ever hear talking about the kids in Kensington is me, and I'm just a jerk-off YouTuber, you know? Yeah, down here on this side of Kensington, we're south of Lehigh. You got some nail salons. You got the Kim Sun hair stylist here. Right here, this is a charter school, right? And this used to be like a indoor flea market called Kelly's Corner. This is kind of an interesting ride. So we start off at around Kensington and Lehigh. Not that properties are cheap around here. For some reason, the real estate, the houses on these little row homes, they're going for like $200,000, $300,000. It's the St. Francis Inn. It's one of the charitable organizations that give homeless people like a meal. You see people lining up out front of the St. Francis Inn all day. There's people in there. There's a meeting place. I think that's called SCA. I think that's an AANA meeting place. Right here, this is where Kensington Ave disappears and Front Street begins. This is the York and Dolphin L stop. Here's a cool mural right off of Kensington Ave. Ain't that great? I never noticed that before. You also have a little encampment going off in this lot. There are some businesses here on Front Street. This clothing store, Living Color, they always have a sound system outside of their business blasting music very loudly to prevent people from hanging out in front of their stores. You got a jewelry store, another clothing store, Wings, and the official store of Kensington Avenue, Used Appliances. Yeah, there's nothing down here. Look at this. Great, great, great. We're getting into the East Kensington territory. This is where Rocky's Pet Shop was, the Mighty Mix Gym, the fight scene from Rocky 5. That all happened up here. If you go in this direction, down a little bit, there's a new mural of Rocky and Adrian. And that's at the old apartment on Tusculum Street. Right here is Mighty Mix Gym. And it looks like Lost Time. Oh, is it going to be a bar? None of the interior scenes from the Rocky movies were filmed inside. Just the outside, right near this pole. No, this pole. Right here is this is the pole where Tommy Gunn leaned on the pole and begged Rocky to manage him. And Rocky did. Rocky managed him. Wasn't that nice? Got some cool murals. I'm going to show some of the murals because some of these guys are getting tagged over. They've been here for a while, but I love this stuff, man. Norris Square. Oh, are we near the squirrel eating a SEPTA token? Let me see. This is my favorite mural in the city. This is a squirrel eating a SEPTA token. And the SEPTA token is what you would used to use to pay to ride on the L. And then, God, when did they do away with tokens? You can't even, if I have a token in my house, and you're not even allowed to use them for the L. They voided the tender of the token, which I don't know how they could do. But I kept the token. And now you go to the SEPTA Museum, and they sell, like, cufflink. They use the old tokens, and they make cufflinks and earrings and other stupid things for you trained dorks to get. That's at Hancock Street. The 2200 block of Hancock Street is where you'll find the squirrel eating a SEPTA token. This is Norris Square. It's a pretty nice looking park. They got a playground here. They got over here they have a playground. Oh, squirrel. Basketball court. That looks new. You got kids playing soccer. Right. Man, it's a beautiful day. It's in the mid 60s. Got the short sleeves on. I should be rocking my flip flops, but I'm wearing slippers. Oh, god damn these bumps! If you look up there, that is the Harbison milk bottle, and for a long time that milk bottle was a big rusty thing. It was just a big bottle of rust. And somebody bought the building, the old Harbison Dairy, which is right up here. And they fixed up the spot, painted up the milk bottle. You used to drive on 95 and you would see the rusty milk bottle. And then they fixed it up. You can see everywhere you look down here, I would say the majority of these properties that we're looking at on this block, all new. All new. Oh, Jesus, God, look at this. Oh. A lot of these new buildings, they tore down old buildings that were there, and then some of the buildings were these vacant lots. And if you come here in 3 years, all of this will be built up. They'll have new construction, new properties for sale for a city that has, that's a cool looking tattoo parlor across the street. The city has more people leaving than moving in, but they keep building these apartments. I don't get it. Here's another L stop. This is the Berks L stop. Got the rent-a-bikes right here. This is the Kensington High School of Creative and Performing Arts. Right here. Now, right around here, I would say I would be in Fishtown. This is Evil Genius Brewery. They have beers that have funny names like Stacy's Mom, I Love Lamp, and other names. There's another piece of new construction. I love these, right? Aren't these great? hear the hammering? It's all new construction. There's a gym. You got some concert venues down the street here. Kung Fu Necktie concert venue. And then they have Johnny Brenda's right off of Frankfurt Ave. It's another little venue. Dog groomers. Lots of dog groomers in this area. The Kung Fu Necktie. I love the paintings on Kung Fu Necktie. Has a creepy carnival vibe. I love it. Absolutely love it. They have who did I see? Guttermouth, US Bombs, The Nobodies. What's that team? What's that? Eat a Turnbuckle. That's a band I've seen at Kung Fu Necktie. This is a public bath, and this was built in the late 1800s, early 1900s. In the late 1800s, or maybe it was the early 1900s, you better not be right in the book report. Swimming became like a really popular sport in the early part of the 1900s, right? So what the city did is they built these public baths, which were just indoor pools, and pretty much this is where people would bathe before indoor plumbing was a thing everywhere. People would bathe in these pools because they would fill the pools up with chlorine. Public bath. It's now a daycare. Dock Street Brewery here on Gerard Ave. Wow. How about that? See this transmissions. So that's so cool. Now, sometimes you'll come down here and you'll have people doing the Kensington yoga where they're bent over touching their legs and stuff. Usually it's just like right around the L stop, or if you go like a block or two in this direction. But it's nowhere near as bad as like what you see at Kensington and Lehigh. There's Bonnie and Clyde tattoos. This is where I got my toes tattooed. I also got my ass tattooed here. How about that? Liberties. And everywhere you look here, everywhere you look here, new construction. Rain. Yeah, if you see, parking is damn near impossible. This is in the middle of a day. There's no parking anywhere around here. The Philadelphia Distilling Company. Man, we got a lot of liquor and booze in this city. Here we go. We got a house for sale. 1003 New Market Street. What do you think it's going for? Let me know in the comments if you could find out. Damn, I'm going to say $900,000. It might be even more. Photograph opportunity. There's the billboard. Fly, Eagles, fly. And the Eagles most certainly did fly this week. They beat the shit out of the Dallas Cowboys. We hate the Dallas Cowboys in Philadelphia. We hate the Dallas Cowboys. Although I would say that rivalry is it's not what it once was. Because usually when the Cowboys are good, which isn't often, the Eagles are bad, and when the Eagles are good, the Cowboys are bad. I have a rivalry. I hate, as an Eagles fan, I probably hate the New York Giants more than I hate the Dallas Cowboys, but it's always fun to shit on the Cowboys. You know what it is with the Cowboys? It's not even the team. For some reason, there's, and it's not just Philadelphia, it's in Washington, D.C., and there are Dallas Cowboys fans in other cities, and they're just the worst people in the world. So we don't hate the Cowboys, we hate the Cowboys fans. There you go. With all the cab drivers. Why would you be a cab driver? Wouldn't you just be would you rather be a cab driver or an Uber driver? I guess the cab isn't your own vehicle. So I guess it would be better to be a cab driver. I don't know. I know a few people who do Uber or whatever it is. And it's fine. They say it's fine. I couldn't do that. I hate talking to strangers. So driving strangers all day I would be a chatty Cathy, and I know some people who take cabs don't like chatty Cathys. Oh, look at this. Yeah. Temperature is gonna drop for. I just hope it doesn't drop forever. I've noticed the last few days I've been a little gloomy, and I think it's the seasonal depression. I don't know if you guys get this, but usually every day, I don't know, November, when the trees start dying, I notice I feel very lethargic. It's hard for me to get out of bed sometimes, but I do find once I'm out of bed, I feel pretty good. That's one of the key ways to beat depression is get the hell out and go do something. This is right here at Pent Park, Pennsylvania, New Jersey. We're in the middle of like a severe drought. We had a little bit of rain yesterday, but I've never seen these little pieces of wood from a dock that I don't know when the hell this is. This is from the 1800s. It has to be. But we're at low tide right now. The river stops here. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, usually the Delaware River is here. It's on these rocks, and we're at super low tide right now, and the river is shallow because of the drought. Yeah, I've never seen this land before. First time I ever smoked a jazz cigarette right around here. You have this lot right next to Pent Park, and they have the foundation of the $1 million homes that were never built. Well, they were built. There was houses all here built. Not completely done, but almost done. COVID happens. The construction company has to file for bankruptcy, and we had 20 houses right here. I think they were going to sell for $1.5 million a piece. They were taken over by I think just like 2 or 3 homeless people. And I think the house right here, there was a homeless guy. He had a fire going, and not all the houses, but there were so many houses caught on fire, they had to tear down all of the properties. And now the only thing that remains is the foundation. It looks like it's now a spot where homeless people are living again. Wow. You got some more people here. Oh, wow. We got someone living in here. Wow. There was a big fence around the property, all around this space, but now they just have it in front of the actual spaces. And now, but look, you can see somebody's living in that space, which this foundation was designed by like the Army Corps of Engineers, because it was so close to the Delaware River. They had to build a super duper strong foundation, which is why I think that's why the construction company went out of business. And now you have what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people living in the area, calling it home. Why they build new homes right here? Well, that was a nice little scootski-wootski. Did a little sightseeing. Saw some of the art underneath the L. Saw some chickens. It's always a good time when you see the chickens. And, yeah. It's a nice 60-degree day, so it's got the arms out. The lights are coming on. Damn, I hate when it gets dark. It gets dark. I think the sun sets at like 4:47 today. What horse shit. I thought I heard a story like 2 years ago that the asshole politicians were going to do away with the time change thing. I heard that like 2 years ago. They were just going to do away with it. And yet here we are. 2:30 in the afternoon and the sun's setting in Philadelphia. You ever want to watch somebody... I'm not saying the people who jogged past me are funny looking when they were jogging. I'm just saying they made me think of Steven Seagal. And if you want a good laugh, just look up Steven Seagal running. It's pretty fun. Well, do me a favor. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. Please subscribe. If you want to, please check out my Patreon. You get bonus videos, early previews. And if you give me $5 or $10 a month, I mail you a postcard. I do cameos. Book me now on Cameo. I can do the Merry Christmas. Get that out of the way. Do your Christmas shopping now. And what's the other thing I do? I got merch. Check out my merch, Hog Island Press. They don't only make my merch, they make the merch for Charlie Manuel and Larry Anderson and some great Philadelphia stuff. And if you're not doing anything Sunday, November 24th, come hang out with me and the crew as we march in the Fandemic Parade, the Thanksgiving Day Parade. Talking stuff sometimes. I'm trying to find my car. Yeah, we're marching in the Holmesburg Mayfair Thanksgiving Day Parade, so check that out. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Oh, I don't end it that way. Buy some merch, check out the Cameo, sign me up on Patreon. Oh, this is a horrible ending.